Hi all, welcome to today's video. So today we are going to see a very important and helpful concept in .NET C Sharp. So when you develop your application in .NET and sometimes the application might not work as you expected, so what you will do? You will go ahead and debug your application. So while debugging the application, you might be using some list of objects or list of custom objects you might be using. So while debugging, you might find occasions where you want to go into the each field inside that particular object. So in this case, if you see this people is a collection of person object, and this person object in turn contains these many properties. So let's try to debug this particular application and try to see how it goes or what all things we are able to see in the watch window. So once the application comes up, yeah, it comes up, and let's try to see the watch window, what it does. I have already added people in the watch list. So if you can see, the people has five, count as five, and if I expand the people to want to see what all objects people contain, it has these many five objects and the values. I'm only able to see the person object here. This is because this by default the display, whatever you see here, it is just two string version of the value of that particular object. So normally by default the two string version will be is not defined and it is just the object itself. So if you want to see more, if you want to see the field of each of the object, you have to go inside this particular object and try to see what all field value it contains. So to make it easier, C++ or C Sharp defines a attribute called DebuggerDisplay. So what DebuggerDisplay will do is it will allow you to specify what all debug attributes you need to display when you try to debug that particular object. So when you debug a particular object, what all attributes that debugger should display, that you can define in the debugger display attribute for that particular class. So in this case, I have defined it should display name, age, and address. So I have enabled this attribute, and let's try to see what difference it makes. So let me try to run the application once again. Yeah, let's try to see the watch window, how it comes. Yeah, people object came, and when you expand this particular people collection, it has 5 person object, and here itself you are able to see all the attribute, all the field, and its corresponding values that you have specified in the debugger display attribute. Therefore, this helps us to save significant time when you are dealing with a lot of when you are dealing with a large collection with lot of objects and you want to see individual value of those objects. So in those situations, it is pretty helpful to define a debugger display attribute for that particular class so that at one shot you will be able to see what all values that particular object contains. So here I'm able to see name, age, and address without going inside this particular, clicking on this and try to see what all things it contains. Here itself I'm able to see what value it will show. So that's what I wanted to cover in this particular video. So if you have learned something new in this video, do press like button and share the video to your friends, and do subscribe to our channel for more such videos like this. Thank you and have a nice day.